Welcome to YILDIZ Readings 5D, a place in which we cover astrology, psychic updates, as well as the twin flame path. I do come to you live on Fridays, and if you do click the bell, you get the updates by zodiac sign and more. And very importantly, we do have new hubs opening early in 2022 and beyond. Galaxy Pub for information content, as well as the Age of Aquarius magazine. So without further ado, let's get into the update for your zodiac sign. And if you need to see me live, as I mentioned, live on Fridays. Hi Capricorn, welcome back. We are here to do your update for mid-month. If I don't see you again, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And stay tuned with all the up-to-date information on the website because we have a lot of launches and I cover your astrology online. Now, your energy coming through this point of the month is going to be interesting because we do have Venus moving retrograde by the 18th and you do have Shapeshifter. So it can feel like a very personal theme, really to do with the things that you like, how you're feeling, the circumstances you're directly dealing with. Again, Shapeshifter is a unique frequency and this can be happening in your own life, but it's almost like we can't poker face something. And I feel that to a degree, your emotions, they're coming to this resolution, they're coming to this peak point. And it's funny because, generally speaking, in a Venus retrograde, we tend to embody a very romanticized feeling. And I'm really sensing that a lot of us aren't doing that at the moment. And it may be due to the fact that we had Neptune moving direct. So Neptune is the bringer of truth. So we are moving beyond delusions. With the eclipse that we had in Sagittarius, we're really getting to a space that we're being really realistic. So it may not initially be that romanticized thing. I do feel you're quite superstitious for somebody at the moment. You do have the frequency of Cancer coming through, which again is your Venus house. And I feel when it does come to love, you're really looking at yourself in the picture. When it does come to your contracts, yet again, you're looking at yourself and you're sensing that something inside of you has shifted and changed. And now you're needing to restructure those energies in your life, be it they're relevant to you or be it they're not. Now, some of this might have been to do with communication. And again, it is a lot to do with reflection, especially moving to the end of the month where we're going to have a moon in Gemini. I feel you're really reflecting. You're looking at how you're showing up. You're looking at your appearance. A lot of us can be looking at our appearance and our feelings. But it's like you're regressing back in order to move forward. So it can feel we're going 10 steps backwards, but we are going to go 20 steps forwards. And I feel that you're wanting to really shift some things about. Now, I'm sensing for a lot of you, this can be relating to love very deeply. And in your headspace, I feel you're gaining a lot more clarity about where you are. And I do feel you're able to decipher people's words. So what I'm sensing from the cards and psychically being shown is that you're reflective of it, but you're able to see through the shadow of things. You're able to see if somebody's really, hiding something and using subliminals to communicate with you. So you're going to be quite deeply intuitive at this point if you're not in your head. If you're in your head, again, it can be, very reflective, but also very revealing nevertheless. So you're still going to be on track, so to speak. I do feel this clarity. It's like you're wanting to sweep the slate clean, I'm hearing, because you kind of feel that there are going to be some pieces of the puzzle that you need to put back together again, like Humpty Dumpty. And I feel you're looking at things and they may be looking a little bit messy. And you're wanting to pull life back together again, but you're being selective about the bones, the pieces, the devil in the detail of what you're putting back together. And I think sometimes these transits, especially through October, it's literally like we're being more realistic about balance. It's like, okay, got all these grand ideas, and it's not their delusions. They're grand ideas, but it's the practicality sense, I feel. So I feel from an emotional point of view, you're kind of looking at pieces of your life, and some of those things aren't going to resonate. Some of those things are, but you're being very selective about what you're collecting with you. I also feel to a degree some of you maybe had felt during the month that things had fallen down around you. And, it maybe that caused and stirred some sense of an emotion. So in a directional sense, you're going forward. That, all of us wish that sometimes we could turn time back and we can change things. But I think you're being really practical at this point of the month. And I do feel that, you had to face a bit of shadow, especially from the foundation card, which this card is a real beautiful card. But it's more to do with, okay, what are your thoughts and your feelings to do with your foundation? What were your truths and what were your fallacies inside of those things? Because this card is a card of ego, but it's more to do with intuition. So at your foundation, you may have presumed or thought something was going to go a certain way and maybe it didn't. It doesn't mean that there can't be success, but I do feel that with all these pieces that you're pulling together, I feel it's about now almost the problems are giving you the direct solution to this point of the month. I also feel circumstances from the past, some of us might have been feeling, gee, we really rushed and we're, angels fair to tread, so to speak. But yet again, I'm feeling there's no turning back. I feel that it served a purpose, whatever it was. And I even feel in this romantic connection as well, it's saying the same thing. It's like, don't go back over old ground and feel, gee, I wish I didn't do this or that. Just accept what was done, learn from that energy, but it doesn't feel it's going to be a waste of time. That's really how it's coming through. Now, I feel that there is a conversation coming and it's going to give you more reality relating to where you're going. Now, with illusions, okay, Neptune and Pisces went direct. It's to do with our truths. We're going to have Jupiter moving into Pisces. What does all this hogwash mean? It means we're facing realities, but it's very much like scrying. We're sensing. It's intuitive. Moving into the age of Aquarius is very intuitive. So we really need to form a very healthy relationship with that intuition through this process. For your zodiac sign, because it's very earth-based and we do have Venus moving retrograde, it can feel a little bit heavy. We also can feel that we're eating food groups that are a little bit more heavy and bulky, especially with Mars moving into Jupiter. So be careful of your diet and well-being. But regardless, I kind of get this feeling that you're dreaming some things. So you're ready to dream up this beautiful story. You're ready to really reflect upon where your future's going. But I also sense that this conversation and information that's coming in from the past, because you've got communication from the past coming in, steps at the foundation that you took believing a circumstance. Now really, things that you thought maybe the revelation that is coming is very different to what you believed a circumstance was. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think it's quite eye-opening. But I also feel some of the beliefs, sometimes we can blame ourselves for things. We can presume that a person was thinking, feeling, talking in a certain way because of us. That's how it's coming through. I feel that whatever this information is, it's giving you clarity, and it's kind of like you're a bit taken back. You're taken back and you're kind of like, oh, okay, I thought polar opposite. They're old things that are coming up, but these old things are really going to help you see it differently and have this forward movement. Now, it is going to be a decision between what you're taking with you, and this can be an unhashing of things, and I get this sense there's this conversation, it's unhashing, it's quite fragmented, you're thinking, gee, this is a real mess, how do we pull this together? I'm not feeling, yet again, this is bad. I feel this is going to be a fresh start, and it's about, allowing it to be a new beginning. And the beautiful thing is, sometimes when we have a tower, sometimes we create a tower in our life. Other times the tower occurs, we then choose which bricks we want to take with us. And so I think you're going with less luggage to a degree on this journey. Now, your outcome at the moment, with decisions and things that occur surrounding, these areas in your life as well as love, I feel that there might have been something that went down, but by digging through it and selecting what you're going to deal with, you're going to know whether you're going left or right. But there is a great deal of illumination through this process. And I feel it's the thoughts and the ways that you have been spiritually changing. Also what you will and won't put up with, but what you will and what you are going to take with you. I keep looking at this fragmented card, and it is a brand new beginning. So some of those things you just may feel they don't resonate with you anymore. That may be a person, a place, or a thing, but I feel it's more to do with the subjects of the past. Yeah, the subjects of the past, the emotions. It's like actually looking at it a little bit like milk spilt over. Suddenly this conversation and revelation comes through. I get this sense that it could be a heated conversation to do with inconsistencies. But again, look at the real process of why you're having the direct conversation, because it is going to help you get back on track. And that's what we need to understand, especially during Venus retrograde. It's not necessarily that we jump into it and we're running down the aisle or anything to that degree. But what you can find is it's like a therapy session. It's like, oh, wow, you thought this, I thought that. So you're going to have these really, really big breakthroughs, both at a very personal level, because it is personal. You know, it's not like love really is, you know, it's not a one-sided transaction. However, it is not illegal to love. Let's just be perfectly honest. And that is that one side. So yes, the ship can't move without the, you know, the actual power behind it. It's you in the vessel, so to speak. I feel some of you are having synchronicities. Pay attention to birds. I also feel there could be a road trip. I don't know why I'm saying a road trip. It looks like tire marks on the card. Some of you are feeling you're going to be going somewhere alone. But again, you know, the spiritual attribute of it is. The physical attribute I'm seeing is not. So I do feel it's a bit, you know, when it does come down to it, when we have an altercation or we've had things happen in the past and we're trying to renegotiate the terms, be it it's a work or love, which I'm seeing both happening here, what you're going to find is this new beginning is coming through. Now, ironically enough, I'm seeing that it then will come back to you. So it's like, okay, where do we sit in the matrix of this situation? What lights our flame? Where is the clarity? You know, are we running? Are we running from ourselves? Are we running from a situation? Or are we running towards our freedom? And that spiritual liberation, usually by facing that shadow, is the direct freedom. So I do see it's almost like the baton's been handed to you and it's now what you're going to do about it. And I'm going to pull an additional card and then we're going to go into the extension should you wish to join. Otherwise, stay tuned for the January 2022 updates as well as all the lives. We do have lots of new content coming in 2022. So super excited about that. Okay, some of these things I feel relating to your love and relating, we're going to touch base on love first. Now, in your love life, this can be for some of you a very spiritual connection, okay? We've got incubation. Now, in the incubation stage, it's usually when we go into the fatigue energy, we're having that integration. We're going through a shift, okay? We're going through a shape shift. And, you know, sometimes it doesn't feel that great. I'll just be perfectly honest. So the integration, the purge of the ego, the foundation of what we thought we were doing, in the heart of it, relating to this love, I do feel your dreams can come true. Some of you have had to face some of the shadow work in your dream state, and I feel your guides have been working with you. Definitely from your crowning energy, you do have crystal healing, so I do feel there has been a huge chakra upgrade for you, really relating to your emotions and your love life with the element of Cancer. So I'm sensing that this is going to be a brand new beginning for you. But again, something very personal has happened to you, so it is shifting. I do feel your guides are coming to you in relation to your love life to help you shift this situation forward. And for some reason, I feel it could be you guys putting the brakes on, even though you've got to trust your heart and where your passion is. And I feel if you do that, that's where the personal freedom is. It's a little bit like, you know, go on the merry-go-round. Go see how things go. You can always jump off. Let's go into the extension, because I do feel with this incubation, something that has been taking an awful long time is set to be quite a beautiful new beginning, especially that we are seeing this very young, vibrant energy coming through with all these fragmented situations that fell down. Let's see how it plays out. The link for the Members Hub is directly below. We also do have additional videos coming. Galaxy Pub is launching early 2022. Anything spiritual, the subjects covered on that channel. Very separately, we have the Age of Aquarius. Now you can go onto the website, the VIP list is there, and when it's ready to launch, I will give you those updates. Bookings online and webinars as well. Live every Friday at 10 AM on the main platform, and 3 sessions a month at $11 in the Twin Flame Hub. Do keep an eye on the community tab because I am automating posts and giving you updates for the moon energies by zodiac sign. Love and light, I will see you throughout the week, both live and for your zodiacs. Take very good care, and I'll see you on the other side.